Knowles is speaking out on why her daughter Solange and her son-in-law Jay-Z are not on speaking terms, and it looks like this family dynamic is way more toxic than it looks.
Well, because you create an environment where it's not welcome.
It's been 9 years since Solange and Jay-Z's Met Gala fight, and you'd think these two would have put their differences aside by now. However, according to Miss Tina Knowles, Solange absolutely can't stand Jay-Z to this day, and their relationship is just as toxic as ever. Sources close to Solange also recently revealed that Solange allegedly had a problem with Jay-Z long before the cheating scandal and felt like Jay manipulated Beyonce when she was too young to know better.
I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people, and the fact that he was so old, low-key, I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music.
Ever since Beyonce took Jay-Z back after he cheated on her, their power couple status hasn't fully recovered, and it probably never will. Sure, they had the money and the status, but rumors about their toxic relationship are as loud as ever.
I'd like to thank my beautiful husband.
Jay also reportedly has a very dysfunctional relationship with the rest of Beyonce's family, especially her fiercely protective sister Solange. However, Solange's animosity towards Jay-Z didn't start with that elevator fight, and sources close to Solange are now revealing she never approved or trusted Jay and always felt that he was too controlling. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's been a lot of different reports over the years about Jay and Beyonce's first meeting. Beyonce claimed in an interview with 17 magazine that she met Jay when she was 18. However, in his 2007 interview with Charlie Rose, Jay said that he met Beyonce 10 years ago, and they waited until she was 18 to start dating. So if Jay met Beyonce in 1997, she was either 16 or had just turned 17 while he was 28. So why was an almost 30-year-old man waiting for a teenager to turn legal age? Isn't that literally grooming?
Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
And what makes this even creepier is that Beyonce is not the only teenager Jay allegedly preyed on. Remember Foxy Brown? Yeah, according to several people, Jay allegedly had a relationship with Foxy Brown when she was just 15. Foxy always claimed that they were just friends. However, when Jay's former business partner Dame Dash was asked about Jay and Foxy, he reacted very defensively.
What age was Foxy Brown signed?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
Yeah, but that's...
I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know
Stop
you
putting
did.
me
I'm
in
just
that.
asking a
You keep asking
question.
because I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
You the boss.
I wasn't. Oh, now I'm the boss.
I thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
What that? Did I sign her? It sounds like you.
All I'm saying
sounds
is
like
in
you
this
got
industry,
some-
when we live
it
in these
seems like
glass
you got.
houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his questions, bro. I'm not taking it.
I'm not just... Okay.
Y'all could keep asking me
We're
questions.
moving on.
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't got shit to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. And now I don't even want to remember nothing about that.
And you can't blame Dame for not wanting any part of this conversation because by that point, he had already distanced himself from Jay-Z over Jay's relationship with R. Kelly. Kelly's criminal behavior was an open secret in the industry since the 90s, and Dame claimed that Jay-Z knew that Kelly harmed Aaliyah when she was just a teenager, and yet Jay refused to cut ties with R. Kelly. In fact, after the truth about Kelly's illegal marriage to Aaliyah was exposed, Jay released a joint album with Kelly called Best of Both Worlds, and Dame said this is when he realized that Jay has no concept of morality.
But I've been tight about this shit for years. So to be honest, like, if you remember the Best of Both Worlds, you don't see my name on that. You know what I mean? And
your name is not on either album.
Hell no, I never wanted no parts of that. So when Holmes was doing that shit, I was like, bro, you know our homie violated, and he violated my girl. He violated a friend of yours.
Dame also said that Jay himself tried very hard to get with Aaliyah. However, when Aaliyah tragically lost her life in 2001, Jay quickly turned his attention to Beyonce. All this reportedly made Solange very uncomfortable, and though she was too young at the time to realize what was going on, sources close to Solange are saying that in hindsight, she feels sorry for Beyonce because Jay totally manipulated her. Before Beyonce started dating Jay, she only had one boyfriend in high school, and she also grew up with a strict father that was very controlling, so it makes sense that she was impressed by Jay and his status in the industry. However, the red flags were there from the beginning. Jay himself admitted in his song 444 that he warned Beyonce not to embarrass him before he claimed her as his girlfriend, which is pretty ironic considering he ended up embarrassing her by cheating. Cheating scandals about Jay-Z first appeared in 2005 after several industry insiders claimed that Jay was getting close to his protege Rihanna, who was just 17 at the time. And while Rihanna's publicist later denied that something happened between her and Jay-Z, the cheating rumors persisted. arrested. And soon after, Jay was linked to another Rock Nation artist, Rita Ora. Meanwhile, several other women came forward claiming that Jay tried to make a move on them, including rapper Liv, who revealed that Jay asked her for her number and tried to convince her to be his sneaky link.
For the most part, Jay hit me on some, I will reach you when I'm in town.
He wanted you to be his girl Friday.
He wanted me to be his girl when he's in town. So
that was basically clearly why he was with
Beyonce. And it's like, for me, I'm not that chick. Like, I could do a lot of things. A lot of girls, do a lot of things behind people's back, hoping that it never comes out.
That's gonna come back. Karma is
I have a lot of respect for Beyonce. As an artist, as a woman, as a wife, as a mother. At the time, it was like, you know what? I could do a lot of grimy things to get in a position where I want to get, because a lot of chicks do that. But it's like, I'm gonna have to look at myself in the mirror after this all done. And then somebody can take that from you, that gives it to you. So why not you just work for it and give it yourself? So I wasn't even on that. So it's like I not missed opportunities, but I walked away from a lot of opportunities because of basically I'm not trying to compromise in this game. And now I'm here. So it's like there's
you made it. Don't worry.
You can't say this is living. Wayne can't say this is living. It's like I'm not going that route, so you gotta respect me. And I'm not trying to work with them either. So that's where I'm like, fuck you, because I don't care. I don't want to work with you.
You don't feel like that's gonna hinder you from?
And then in 2013, Jay-Z was allegedly spotted partying with model Claudia Skeeling, and Claudia later told The Mirror that Jay didn't bring up his wife or daughter at all in the conversation. However, Claudia also denied that anything happened between her and Jay, and at this point, there was no real proof that Jay was a cheater. But then, this happened at the 2014 Met Gala. After footage of Solange beating Jay-Z went viral, fans took it as confirmation that Jay really cheated on Beyonce. And while Beyonce and Jay never revealed what exactly happened before the elevator fight, one source told E! News that Solange saw Jay flirting with Dame Dash's ex-wife Rachel Roy at the Met Gala after party. And what really set Solange off was seeing how Jay didn't say anything to Rachel and reportedly tried to make it look like Beyonce and Solange were crazy. The source claimed that Jay said some disrespectful things to Beyonce and Solange as the confrontation was going down, and that's why Beyonce didn't intervene when Solange started beating on Jay. However, the Carters later issued a statement addressing the incident and claimed that the family has worked through it and that there's no bad blood between Jay and Solange. Jay and Solange each assumed their share of responsibility for what has occurred, the statement read. They both acknowledged their role in this private matter that has played out in public. They both have apologized to each other, and we have moved forward as a united family. However, Jay later publicly admitted he cheated on Beyonce, and he claimed they decided to stay together for the sake of their family.
And you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, to see a different outcome, like you were saying. It's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah.
Jay was also asked if the outcome would have been the same if Beyonce had cheated on him, and he said he hoped he would have been as strong as her.
If the shoe had been on the other foot, if the transgressions had been on her side, do you think you would be able to be as forgiving of her as she was of you?
I hope. Again, because I love her the same way. No matter what side, I love her the same way. I pray that I will, because her strength and her, man, she's the strongest woman I know. Like her and my mother, they battling for number one.
But at this point, fans were sick of Jay's gaslighting and manipulation, because we all know Jay would never stay with Beyonce if she publicly cheated on him with another man. And now we're hearing that Solange feels exactly the same way, and despite the PR statement about the elevator fight, the family is apparently far from united. In fact, one source close to Tina Knowles recently revealed that Tina is struggling to keep the family together because Solange refuses to be in Jay's presence. However, while Solange allegedly still thinks Beyonce would be better off without Jay, Tina apparently wants Beyonce to stay married and doesn't want Solange to influence Beyonce's decision. Now, as for fans, it looks like they're with Solange on this one, and they're saying that she's the only one in the family with common sense. One fan said, Tina Mom was against B and Jay's relationship because she said in an interview she felt he was too old for her. She was still a teen and Jay was damn near 30. Tina gave her blessings when Jay's money started to stretch real long and he was making money moves. Do I believe he groomed B? Absolutely. And another fan wrote, Solange has every right to be concerned about her sister. No one did it for Aaliyah, and even after her death, it's even harder. B is completely okay with everything, so let her stay married to it. I never had a sister, but if I was Solange, I would feel helpless too. May God be with them. I see the dark energy hovering over all this drama. But let's hear your thoughts on this. Is Solange right to be worried about Beyonce? Do you think Beyonce would ever leave Jay? Comment down below, and don't miss out on this next video.